Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today, we're talking about the Mattel WWE Elite and Street Fighter crossover Ultimate Warrior as Blanka. If you watched my hunt video from yesterday, and I suggest you do, I was out at Walmart figure hunting, and I ran across this guy, and I just had to pick him up because I am a Street Fighter fan. Now, I do not have any other WWE Elite type figures to kind of bounce this off of as far as quality, but again, I am a Street Fighter fan, so we will do the best that we can to kind of keep it objective. So let's start with his packaging really quick, because looking at the package, it's actually kind of cool. I like the way they've kind of pulled off that arcade system, kind of arcade box cabinet, whatever you want to call it. Look, everybody, them and McFarlane are trying to copy Jada, and neither one of them have really done it as well. The materials on this are very, very cheap, extremely thin and fragile cardboard, so that's a little crappy. But the look of it is pretty cool, and if you can see through the window there's actually an image from gameplay. I don't know if this was ever actually a video game. Somebody tell me down in the comments. But the front looks all right for what it is. On the side here is another really nice image of Ultimate Warrior, and on the back it looks really, really good. They use the space really, really cool, and down here they've even got instructions for some sort of special move of the character. Packaging, cool concept, poor execution. Let's move on to him. Let's see how tall he is really quick, because I was actually kind of expecting him to maybe be bigger, but I mean, that could just be me playing tricks on myself. He is exactly 7 inches tall, and down to his hairline, he is just above 6.5 inches tall, which would make the entire figure about 17.5 centimeters. So he's tall, but not super duper big. Here he is next to the Jada Blanka, and they're actually about the same height. Jada Blanka's hair's got a little bit of height on him, but I just wanted to compare these two because they're within about $10 of each other. I think this one was not even 25 out the door at Walmart. This one was 35 or whatever retail. So I didn't even want to get my Storm Collectibles or my SH Figuarts Blanka out because of the price difference. And right here he is with the Storm Arena Ken. So there's kind of a height comparison there. And just because I love Dragon Ball Z so much, here he is next to a run-of-the-mill Goku. So there he is as far as size for you guys. But let's dig into him just a little bit deeper. Now, for his aesthetic, we need to keep in mind that this is supposed to be a wrestling figure made out to kind of look like a Street Fighter figure. This isn't a Street Fighter figure necessarily, but let's move on. Overall, I mean, it's kind of cool, kind of novelty. I'm getting a novelty look out of this. I'm not getting really this is supposed to be something legit, if that makes sense. This is supposed to be more like a variant, I guess, of the wrestling character, okay? But the hair looks good. Very nice sculpt in the hair. Mattel did a very good job there. Could use some wash or dry brush or something to bring it to life a little bit, but then again, this is a $24 to $25 figure, so I'm not going to freak. The face paint, excuse me, looks pretty good. The teeth could probably be done a little bit better. I don't know if the camera's really showing you, but they're a little squirrely, but not bad, especially again for $24, $25. The skin, the green, it is what it is. That's very, figure to figure, or, just artist to artist as far as the color for Blanka. It's kind of a pea green, not that big of a deal, kind of pea / radioactive kind of a green, and it's okay. I would have liked to have seen some kind of matte finish. This feels a little plasticky, but the sculpt is okay. He's kind of lanky even for a WWE, like the Ultimate Warrior. He was pretty buff and jacked, and even though the muscle sculpt is good, he's a little lanky feeling to me, a little not quite bulky, but it looks good. Paint right through here. This is actually sculpted and painted on him, and it's done mediocre. I mean, there's just some spots that could probably be a little bit better. As far as reuse on the figure from other wrestling figures, I have no idea. I would imagine at least this chest piece is new. As far as everything else, could not tell you. I like the tassels around the arms. Those are cool and painted well enough. On the arms here for the hair, that is just a splotch of paint on both sides, and the little wrist wraps are just painted on there as well. Around the waist, his pants, this is all paint. This is nothing new here. That, the lines representing the torn pants, for shorts, that is paint, and it's not done exceptionally well. It's kind of just there, and around the waist right there, the white line, that is painted on the torso as well. And of course, he's got his little tramp stamp on his butt cheek there of the Ultimate Warrior symbol, but I guess that's kind of cool. The knee pads are neat. They're floaty and kind of soft plastic, so they're all right. They could use some paint on them, bring them to life. But again, $25 with the painted, Ultimate Warrior symbol on the knees. That's okay. The little whatever these are, his at the top of his boots kind of reminds me of like T-Hawk or Nightwolf or something, like moccasins, but they're okay, I guess. Soft plastic. Again, no paint or detail like type work. And then down here below them, this is painted orange right there, and the hair that is on the feet, and it is not done very well at all. If I'm showing you right here, there's blobs of paint there and blobs of paint there in the back. So that's not super duper fantastic, but again, I'll say it for the fourth or fifth time, $25 figure. I guess I don't know. I don't have enough experience with Mattel figures to bounce that off anything. It's not something that I necessarily appreciate, and I am somebody that at one point was, collecting Marvel Legends.
How dare you?
And it's bothering me, so there is that. The shape of the feet are all right. I don't know if that's new stuff for Mattel or not, but it looks okay, I guess. It looks a little heel heavy, like the heel is more of the foot than the rest of the foot. But overall, I mean, his aesthetic is not great. I mean, I would give it a C. It's just a flat C. Now, for accessories, again, this is a $25 figure. We're not getting much, but we do just get one head sculpt that we've already been looking at right here. No alternative head sculpt, obviously. He gets 4 different hands. We're getting these kind of claw hands right here that are okay looking. They're kind of soft plastic. A couple of little like mold or like manufacturing lines on a few of the fingers on both hands, not that big of a deal. And of course, he gets a couple of fist hands, which I do appreciate. And he also gets these little like effect pieces that kind of snap onto his arms. They're not done too bad. A little soft maybe, or gummy, I guess was really the word I should use. But there's no like real paint look to them or fading. It's just really just yellow kind of translucent plastic. But I guess that will work. I think Jada has really spoiled us all as far as, Jada slash Storm Marina really have spoiled us as far as the accessories department is concerned for what you get for your dollar. But overall, especially like compared to a Marvel Legends, this isn't too terrible. Now, for his articulation, this is not going to blow your hair back, but again, I don't know if Mattel figures do or don't. I don't have any point of reference. But the head is on a double ball peg. I'll go ahead and pop this off. Decently done. It's kind of skinny post with a nice big ball, but it's on a weird mechanism in there. If you watch see how that kind of goes back. I don't know if that's something spring-loaded or what that is. I can't really completely see down in there, but it'll kind of go side to side and front to back. But when you snap the head on, the ball goes so far up into the head, it pops in, basically right there above the brow line, that it doesn't allow it to really do anything. So it was kind of poorly done. It needs to seed lower into the head just so the fucking head can move around, because the head doesn't really move around at all. So that kind of sucks. They need to rethink that a little bit. Shoulders, they'll come out to 90 degrees. Not that big a deal. It's good that it does that, but it's not a big deal that it does. Full 360. There's no butterfly in there, so the arms aren't coming across the body. His bicep swivel does work. Double jointed elbow, nice range. I like that. It's that typical faceted joints right there in the elbows and knees. So, if you're somebody that likes the way that looks, fine. If you're not, I feel you. The wrists are a hinge. So the hand will do this and that. And they'll spin around, but that's not because of anything special about the joint. That's just them spinning around on the peg that connects it to the wrist. The ab crunch is noticeable and not all at the same time. Ab crunches don't bother me if they are done properly. And this one will crunch forward a little bit for you, but it will lean back very nicely. And I like the way that's sculpted. So that's actually a positive note on this figure. I like that a lot. And he's got a waist swivel, which I don't like, because when you do that, you get the sawed in half look, and I don't like it. But, why don't everybody just do a ball peg down in the waist? I don't get it. But anyways, out to the legs. The legs will come out fairly wide. I mean, past 45 degrees, so that's not too bad. There's no reason for them to not do a full split, but, whatever. Front kick does suck, doesn't even come up to the waist, so that's not very good. This is firm, and he's got a booty back there, so the leg will not kick back. Thigh swivel does work just fine. He's got a double jointed knee. and it's those faceted knees, but it will come past 90 degrees by a lot. The proportions are way off. You can see that the lower leg is too long, but you know, I don't know if they kind of did that because he's supposed to be a Blanka or not. And the problem I have is that right there.
Son of a...
The freaking leg, when you pop it, like mess around with the knee, the lower leg will come
Help me!
and whoopsie daisy, that one fell over. Will come unattached, and I don't like that one little bit because he does have a shin swivel that, you know, and if it was working, would be hidden nicely underneath the boot there. The ankles are a hinge that do come down pretty well. They don't go up well at all. Actually, I'll just get rid of the figure. Like I said, will come down pretty good, go up okay, and they do have a nice rocker. He does have a peg hole, but instead of in the heel, he has it up there. Why they do that, who fucking knows? And no toe hinge. So overall, his articulation is okay, other than the fact that he falls apart. Okay, final thoughts on the WWE Elite / Street Fighter crossover Ultimate Warrior as Blanka. As you can see, excuse me, there are some issues with this figure. His legs like to pop off of him, so that freaking sucks, and they're hard to get back on, I'm not gonna lie. Is it broken? No, but there's definitely something wrong with that little socket down in there, that the fact that they don't stay together, or at least break apart anytime you try and move the lower leg. The aesthetic, it is what it is. Not my favorite representation of Blanka, but it's not really supposed to be. It's supposed to be a wrestler looking like Blanka. Overall, I'll give this figure a C just because he's not expensive. Yeah, ignore what I just said. This thing's an F. Both the legs come off. Don't buy it. Do I recommend it? If you're somebody looking for a Street Fighter figure, definitely not. Do not buy it. If you're somebody that's into wrestling figures, you'll probably like this as a nice variant on the Ultimate Warrior. That is pretty much all I have got for this figure. I will not be getting any more from this WWE / Street Fighter crossover. This has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.